D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds, and welcome to my week in review, where I come to you every Sunday with 3 entertainment stories that I personally find interesting, and then we discuss them down below. Now, also down below, you can find the articles that I've read to bring you this video, and you can read them for yourself, or you just watch this video where I'm going to read it to you like a child. Not that you're a child, I'm just saying. But yeah, we're going to discuss this, and we're going to go through everything, and I think it's going to be a good time. So, yeah. Also, before I get started, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we just keep getting shoved to the back of the line. So please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. All right, now that that's out of the way, why don't we go ahead and get started? So I have a little bit of a theme this week with Marvel stories, and I picked these ones because they're Marvel stories. I'll do some other videos on the other stories that I didn't choose. But so for my first story this week is that Liv Tyler is coming back to the MCU. And she will be, she played Betty Ross in The Incredible Hulk. And she's coming back for Captain America 4, New World Order. Now, I really, first off, I love Liv Tyler. She seems so like personable and just really charming, and I really love her a lot. And I find her very attractive. And I think she also did a great job in The Incredible Hulk. And I always wonder why they didn't try to bring her back and everything. But, you know, I don't write these things. So, you know, what do I know? All right, why don't we go ahead and read this article? This comes from The Hollywood Reporter. It says Anthony Mackie is top lining the Marvel Studios feature as hero Sam Wilson taking up the mantle of Captain America for the first time on the big screen. Good for Anthony Mackie. I also really love Anthony Mackie. He seems like such a great guy that I would want to be his friend. So it says 15 years after starring in The Incredible Hulk, Liv Tyler is making her return to Marvel Studios, The Hollywood Reporter has confirmed. Tyler has joined the cast of Captain America 4, currently titled Captain America New World Order. She will reprise the role of scientist Betty Ross. Ross is the daughter of General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, who was played by the late William Hurt in several films and will now be portrayed by Harrison Ford in the new installment. We'll talk about that in a minute, too, also. Incredible Hulk was released in the summer of 2008 as Marvel Studios' second feature after Iron Man launched the MCU. It starred Edward Norton as Bruce Banner, the Hulk, with the actor famously exiting the franchise being replaced by Mark Ruffalo in The Avengers. Probably not for the better, in my opinion, but whatever. You know, I did like, apologies, I just needed some caffeine. I liked Edward Norton as Bruce Banner a lot better than Mark Ruffalo. And it's not because of his political stances. That has nothing to do with it. I separate the art from the artist. I just like Edward Norton as an actor more than Mark Ruffalo, and that's just my personal preference in terms of actors. And I have to say, I know that a lot of people want to give crap to the Incredible Hulk movie, but I actually like that movie. I thought it was a good movie. I thought it set up a lot of things really well. I thought they did a lot of things that I liked. I liked his trying to control it, you know, everything. I liked that movie. I really did. So. Yeah, I mean, I understand if you don't like it, that, you know, the Abomination looked terrible in that movie. He looks way better now, but I still like that movie. So, you know, take it for what you will. So it says, Tyler's Ross was not seen again, though over the years, actors from the film have appeared in other projects. Hurt's Ross had a role in Captain America Civil War with Tim Roth, who played the villain Abomination, was a key part of Disney Plus series She-Hulk, which was terrible. Tim Blake Nelson, another Incredible Hulk alum, is another returning to for the New World Order, and he will be playing the leader, which is a, you know, Hulk bad guy. Also on the roll call are Carl Lumbly back as original super soldier Isaiah Bradley. Very cool. After playing him in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, also a terrible show. Danny Ramirez returning as Falcon and the Winter Soldier's Joaquin Torres, which he did a good job in that show. We'll see how he is, because I believe he becomes the Falcon. Yeah, they're just changing up the mantles, which which I go, that's fine, but it's not working out. So maybe they need to rethink that whole situation. And it says, and MCU newcomer Shira Haas, she is playing another character. I did a video on that. I'll leave it in the iCard section. Anthony Mackie is toppling the feature as Sam Wilson, taking up the mantle of Captain America for the first time on the big screen. The Cloverfield Paradox director, Julius Ona, is directing the feature. We'll see how that turns out, because Paradox was not that great, but it's like whatever. But that was mostly the story. Maybe his directing will be, top notch. And is currently shooting in Atlanta. Winter Soldier show creator Malcolm Spellman wrote the script with Dylan Musan. Disney Marvel has set a May 3rd, 2024 release for the adventure thriller. Tyler is known for her seminal work around the turn of the century, appearing in movies such as Armageddon. Even though Armageddon's not the best show, I still love that movie. It's that's just, and then Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings trilogy, which she is amazing in those movies. I love her in those movies. I love those movies. Probably in my top 3 best trilogies of all time. If it's not Star Wars, it's definitely Lord of the Rings. It's so good. Not to mention such as 1999's classic as Empire Records. Love that movie. Oh my God, I love that movie so much. She was one of the stars of the HBO's acclaimed The Leftovers. Love that show. See, she's in such good stuff that I love. So it's so good. And had a run on Fox drama 911 Lone Star. I didn't watch that show, but I'm pretty sure she was great in it. So she is coming. Betty Ross is coming back to the MCU. I think this is a good thing. I think that bringing characters back into the fold, because that's how it is in comic books. And I think that she does become Red Hulk in the comic book. So, and like they said before, General Ross, Thaddeus Ross, will be in this movie as President Hulk. I don't really like that. But he does become Red Hulk, and then she becomes Red Hulk. So we'll see how it turns out. I'm good with this. I don't think the movie's going to be good right now as of talking, but I will see if that changes. But I do think that this is a step in the right direction, bringing Liv Tyler back, because she's just so great, and she did a great job of that movie. And they brought so many other characters back, like Jane Foster. I'm like, why not bring Betty Ross back, And the Hulk's been slutting it around with bitches all over the place. Why not bring his original bitch back? You know what I'm saying? All right, so that's all I have on that. So that is my first story of the week. So for my second story of the week, all right, Matthew Macfadyen. I don't know. Macfadyen. I don't know how to say his last name, but he has been cast in Deadpool 3. But this comes from Deadline, my favorite. Why don't we go ahead and read this, and then we'll talk about it, because I want to talk about this because I'm a fan of Matthew Macfadyen, just not from Succession. They mentioned Succession in here, but not because of Succession. I've never seen that movie, but yeah. All right, let's read this. With the final season of his hit HBO series Succession premiering Sunday, Matthew Macfadyen looks to have found his follow-up project, as sources tell Deadline the Emmy winner is the latest addition to Marvel Studios' Deadpool 3. Ryan Reynolds is returning to star with Hugh Jackman, and the Crown's Emma Corrin also on board. It is unknown who Macfadyen will be playing. Sean Levy is on board to direct, and Paul Wernick and Rhett Reese, names are hard, returning to pen the script. Wendy they wrote the previous draft. Good for her. I'm trying to Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige will join Reynolds and Levy as producers. Okay, so here we go. This will mark the first Deadpool film in which Marvel Studios will work hand in hand with Ryan Reynolds and Team Deadpool. Feige's involvement comes after he helped revamp the Spider-Man franchise when he came on to help in the creative effort for the Sony series. Macfadyen is best known for his scene-stealing role in Shiv Roy's husband, Tom, on the Emmy-winning series Succession. The most recent season won him the Emmy at the BAFTA for his Best Supporting Actor in a Drama, and the final season premiered this past Sunday to massive ratings. That will not be this today, but last Sunday. Massive rating. He was reportedly seen in Stonehouse and currently shooting Holland, Michigan with Nicole Kidman. Ooh, he's in here in Michigan? Shut up. I wish I would have seen him in Holland. That's like not even far from where I'm at. I could totally like drive there and be there. He's repped by some fun people. Who cares? So this is good in terms of actor choice, because I think that well, hold on, let's bring this down so you can see him. I think he's a good actor. I really like him a lot. I think that he's fantastic, and I'm very curious. I don't have any thoughts on who he could be playing, just because they did say Corin was playing the villain. I did a video on that. You guys can check that in the iCard section. But I will be curious to see what character I wonder if he's going to play like a comic book character, or if he's going to play like a character, just for the show. Is he going to play like a normal person, or is he going to play like a super powered person? Either way, it'll be super fun. I am very curious to see who he's going to play and how this all turns out. I'm quite excited for Deadpool 3. I think it's going to be good. I have faith in it. Especially now they keep hiring very talented people. So I think that's going to be super fun. So that is my second story of the week. So for my third and final story of the week, you guys, Ed Harris is joining the MCU. Let's chat about it. This comes from the Direct. There's Ed Harris, or Ed Have No Harris, if you will. Let's see. Okay. So it says Ed Harris is reportedly on his way to the MCU in the upcoming Wonder Man Disney Plus series. I just want to say right now, I do not like the Disney Plus series, so I think this is DOA. Let's be honest about it. They've been really like bringing it down quality wise, in my opinion. And I'm talking about visual effects, writing, acting, everything. It's all been not good. You can disagree with me. That's fine. I'll take that. But the Disney Plus shows are like, I kind of liked Hawkeye, but other than that, it's just bad. It's just bad. So it says Harris has appeared in countless notable movies over the years, including The Truman Show. Love that. Apollo 13. Love it. Top Gun Maverick. Love it. And more. Having also played a starring role in the Man in Black in all 4 seasons of HBO's Westworld. I only watched the first season of that and half of the second season, then I had to bail on that show because I didn't like it. But he did a good job. I do enjoy his performances. The actor has garnered great acclaim, having received 4 acting Oscar nominations for Apollo 13, Truman Show, Pollock, and The Hours, but was unfortunately beaten out every time. It happens. Ed Harris lands the role. Is he a villain? Let's check that out. So it says, speaking on the Hot Mic podcast, insider Jeff Snyder, I don't know how to say his name, reported Top Gun Maverick actor Ed Harris has been cast in Disney Plus's Wonder Man. Harris will supposedly play Simon Williams, Hollywood agent known to comic book readers as Neil Saroyan. I don't know if that's how you say his last name. Those familiar with Wonder Man will be aware the hero is an actor turned super. Real quick, I just want to say, in terms of Wonder Man, I'm not like the hugest Wonder Man like lover or whatever. I've never read a standalone Wonder Man comic book. The only time I've ever seen Wonder Man is he will be in a comic book with other people. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm a huge Wonder Man fan and I know every single detail about Wonder Man. I hate when people do that crap. Just because you can read a fan wiki or you can go on Wikipedia and read that crap doesn't mean you're a fan. It just means you know how to read. So I want to just be honest about that. Wonder Man has not been on my peer view as far as watch as comic books and comic book characters. I've never been like, oh my God, I can't wait to see, read this Wonder Man comic book. But I do know that he's an actor and he's a superhero. I do know that stuff. So I just want to be honest, and I just want to be, honest with you guys about my knowledge of Wonder Man. And I have no idea who Neil Saroyan is. Okay, so those familiar with Wonder Man will be aware of the hero is an actor turned superhero. Like I said, I knew that, which is why his Disney Plus show will be a Hollywood satire that even takes place in Tinseltown. I have a feeling this is going to be like She-Hulk. It's just going to be bad. Williams' agent, Saroyan, was often used in Marvel Comics as a tool to facilitate satire and commentary on Hollywood. When sharing the scoop, Sneeder indicated Harris will play an agent and possible villain, indicating his character may take an evil turn. Ooh, Soroyan has long been a somewhat villainous character driven by publicity, who has even sent dangerous villains after Wonder Man to garner attention in the comic books. I mean, that makes sense. Like, he gets a villain to go after Wonder Man, so it makes Wonder Man look good. This video is cutting off this text. Reports previously claimed Marvel. Why was that? Claimed Marvel Studios was eyeing Better Call Saul's Bob Odenkirk for the key role in Wonder Man, which most assumed to be Saroyan. I like Bob Odenkirk. I don't know if that would have been a better choice. Maybe it would have been. Wonder Man's fast approaching MCU debut, the last production updated on Wonder Man, came in February, claiming filming was set to begin in late March, or in other words, right around now. And the show is certainly showing signs of heading into production, having even just found its villain, as a Fear the Walking Dead star was cast as the Grim Reaper, which I didn't cover that story, but it's going to be the Grim Reaper. But I just want to be honest about this. This is already passed. Grim Reaper would have been great for WandaVision, but they didn't do it. They just alluded to him. I'm sorry. Like, they've already lost a lot of good faith with me with these Disney Plus shows. Like, just because you add the Grim Reaper in now doesn't mean I'm going to like it. I don't know. Already on board for Wonder Man is Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, which I love Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, but they shouldn't have made him Wonder Man. I mean, like, out of all the characters you could have picked for Yahya, you picked Wonder Man. I mean, what a crappy character for such a good actor. I really like Yahya Abdul-Mateen. He's got a long freaking name, I'll tell you that, as the titular lead, with him being joined by a familiar MCU face in Sir Ben Kingsley, Trevor Slattery, which makes perfect sense because he's an actor in the MCU. Rumors have pointed to them being joined by acting veteran Werner Herzog and Mindhunter's Lauren Glazer. I love Werner Herzog, though. That man can be very, he can be very, like, aggressive because he doesn't like visual effects. He likes some practical effects. So he can be very a little, you are a coward for not using practical effects kind of thing. And then Lauren Glazer, love her. I love her. Love Mindhunter too. Bring back Mindhunter season 3, please. Who'd I got to jerk off to get a Mindhunter season 3? Anyways, clearly this cast is, I'm going to edit that out, is stacked. And it's even coming from Shang-Chi's Avengers of the King director, Destin Daniel Cretton. A lot of people want to put faith in Destin Daniel Cretton. But I'm sorry, Shang-Chi was just mediocre. That movie is not that great, you guys. I mean, I'll give the first 2/3 are pretty good, I guess. But that last third is just so freaking bad. I mean, you've got the auntie, with swirling wind around, and then a demon shows up. And so it's not that great. So I just want to put that out there. Like, it's not that great. Assuming the planned late March production plan still holds, filming could commence anytime from now, but what's far less clear is when it will actually make its way to Disney Plus. So true. In terms of its release that are expected for 2024, Echo, nobody asked for Echo, nobody wants Echo, and Ironheart, nobody wants Ironheart. That comic books suck. I never read any Echo comic books, but I only read like 4 to 8 comic books. I can't remember. because it's between Ms. Marvel and Ironheart. One of them I only read 4, and then I dropped it because it was so bad. And then the other one I read 8, and I dropped it because it was so bad. Have already wrapped. Production is underway on Daredevil Born Again and Agatha Coven of Chaos. Both of them DOA, and Wonder Man DOA is about to film. With the MCU said to be cutting back its annual Disney Plus output, several of these probably won't come until 2025. Since Wonder Man has still yet to actually see a formal announcement, it may be one of the slightly further out releases. Perhaps it may only be filming so soon due to directorial involvement of Cretin, who will soon need to turn his primary attention to 2025's The Kang Dynasty, or just get a new director. Wonder Man has yet to set an official release date. So if he's playing the villain, if he's playing the villain and the villain is a Hollywood agent, man, is this going to be terrible. I mean, it's just, I already think it's DOA. You've heard my opinion plenty of times just now, but I think this is DOA. I really do. Like, they're going to film it. It's going to be terrible. It's just going to be another bad Disney Plus show from Marvel Disney Plus show from Disney. And they're really driving this franchise into the ground. Kevin Feige needs to pull his head out of his ass and just really get a hold on this stuff. I mean, they're firing people, and I mean, maybe that's the right start, and bring in people that know what they're doing and can do it right. But I'll tell you right now, I honestly feel like this is just DOA, and it's going to be bad. But what do I make? If it's good, I have the right to change my opinion. It could be really, really good, and I'll admit that it's good if it's good. But I mean, I just have no faith in this. I just don't. All right, you guys, that was my final story of the week. Tell me, what do you guys think about all of this? How do you feel about Liv Tyler being brought back as Betty Ross in Captain America 4? Do you think this is a good idea, bad idea? Did you like Liv Tyler as Betty Ross? Did you like The Incredible Hulk? Do you like Liv Tyler in general? I love Liv Tyler. She's so great. And she's so hot. She's still so hot. Yeah, she's just great. I like her dad, Steven Tyler. He's pretty cool too. I like him a lot. He's a fun dude. But I do wish them the best. But I just don't have any faith in the movie. I'll tell you that. And I hope that she becomes Red Hulk, because that would be fun to see her as a Red Hulk. But too many. There's going to be just too many Hulks. It's just going to be too many Hulks. Tell me, how do you guys feel about Matthew Macfadyen? I don't know if I said McFaddy, joining Deadpool 3. Do you think this is a good idea? I think this is a good idea just because I like Matthew Macfadyen. I think he's a good actor. He was in Pride and Prejudice in 2005, which I loved him in that movie just because I love Pride and Prejudice. But I think he did a good job. But I do like this. I think maybe, my prediction, he'll be a member of the Hellfire Club. That's my prediction. They really haven't done, in my opinion, the Hellfire Club really well. So hopefully they can do it in this movie and do it, good. But we'll see. You never know. Yeah, tell me your theories on who you think he's going to play. And if you think this is a good idea, and if this movie is shaping up to be a banger. And then finally, tell me, how do you guys feel about Ed Harris joining Wonder Man, the Disney Plus series, as the agent, Neil, how did you say his name? Soroyan. And do you think this show is going to be good? I don't think this show is going to be good. I've already said my thoughts on that, but I just don't think it's going to be good. But maybe they have time to turn things around and make it good. Yeah. All right, you guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. Tell me what you guys think about all this. You can go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. I will see you guys next week on my week in review. You guys have a good week. Bye.
Hey nerds, if you like this video, go ahead and click that Geek What icon and subscribe. And if you like this video, go ahead and join me every Sunday with my week in review.